Alright, the level 63 ninja quest, given to us by Yomai, which is Y-O-Mary-E-I. Yomai, however you want to pronounce it. I'm pretty sure it's Yomai. In the storehouse in eastern Lenosha. Here we go. Ah, mercy, I have a letter for you from Master Oboro. It would appear that his investigation in Kugane has borne fruit. Here, see for yourself. Yomai is a human, male, white, long sleeve, kind of puffy undershirt, purple and brown vest, black pants. Dear Mercy, I hope this letter finds you well. After a long and rather uneventful voyage, we have arrived safely in Kugane. Captain Jacke seems quite taken with Hingan culture and is enjoying a stroll in the pleasure quarters at this very moment. Of course he is. But forgive me, you are not interested in the diary of our travels. As for the matter of the scroll, rumors abound of a band of Doman scofflaws. That's a word I don't think I've ever seen before. Scoff, followed by laws, all one word, have been causing a stir in town of late. Putting together the accounts we have heard, the good captain and I are convinced that these are the thieves we seek. If the word about town is to be believed, these individuals are far more dangerous than we had imagined. I trust that you have been pursuing your ninjutsu training with your usual diligence. My apologies. Of course you have. In any event, we would have you join us at your earliest convenience. We will be keeping an eye out for your arrival. Seek us in the alley behind the second pier ferry docks. Safe travels, friend. It is good to see Master Oboro in good spirits once more. Ever since the elders commanded him to remain here in Eorzea, he has not quite been himself. After all, a shinobi without a duty to carry out is as a hawk with clipped wings. It is good to see Master Oboro soaring high once more. Still, I worry. Though I have great respect for the man, he can often be too trusting for his own good. Pray go to his side, friend, and see that he does not get himself into undue trouble. May the kami carry you safely across the sea. So, speaking of the sea, it is 1009 gil to teleport to Kugane. No thank you. I am not. You notice here if you click, so when you hit 60, you start the storyline to get you to Kugane, I think pretty quickly. Within the first level, I think, because you level really slowly through the storyline. If you're only doing story quests and you're not just doing dungeons here and there, you level very slowly. If you are 60 and you want to level up a little faster, just keep doing the Great Google Library. Just queue for that in between story quests and such, or during whatever. But you see here it says Lenosha. That is because in Limsa, you have Kugane. So from the main Aetheryte, if you want to teleport to the Arcanist Guild, you have a boat, and the lady who's outside, it's actually kind of like right before you go through the wooden swinging doors to actually get to this part of the port. There's a lady here who says, for 300 gil, we can get you over to Kugane. I know it's 300 gil because I've done it quite a number of times, because once you hit 60 on your alt jobs, you go to Kugane to start gearing up your level 70s. So you start getting your Tombstone of Poetics gear for level 70. I'm pretty close to a full set, not really, but I'm close-ish to a full set on all of my 5. I have 5, so Blue Mage already has a full set, because it was already there. That means Black Mage has a full set, except for Weapon. I haven't purchased that yet. Ninja and Machinist both have like 5 pieces, but they both have weapons. And then Gunbreaker, who's sitting at 68, kind of waiting for the others to catch up, is actually the lowest geared of them all right now, because I'm only using the gear that Gunbreaker came with, which is 245 item level, and didn't include any accessories. I don't think I had a whole lot of tank, but whatever. But I've started adding that too. So yeah, I've been to Kugane a lot. So you just take the boat from Limsa. If you need to fly, like the cheapest way, if you don't have Limsa as your home point, or free teleport, then it's like 120 if you have a free teleport. Like mine is always set in Gridania. So 120 is the airship to Limsa, and then 300 to get us to Kugane. Not going to do that. I'm going to use one of my many free teleport tokens to waive the fee of 1,009. Cool beans. And then from the main Aetheryte, we're gonna head east. I love Ninja, just you get the extra movement speed. Just built in, it's beautiful. Unless your group is sprinting between poles in dungeons, you're always gonna keep up with them really easily. You can spam 5 and 6. Oh, sorry. You can spam your Death Blossom followed by Hake Mujinsatsu. Mujinsatsu. Okay, Oboro is here. He is wearing black kind of traditional robes. Tsubame is here. Haven't seen her in a while. She's also wearing white traditional robes. And Jack is wearing his normal robe gear. Mercy, I thank you for answering my call. Tsubame, too, has made the journey from the village to join us in retrieving the scroll. It is an honor to stand by your side again, Mercy. Master Oboro will doubtless benefit from your presence, as he always does. Likewise, I figured we could use a few more Dimber-Dammers on the job, so I've sent for Underfoot and the Stray. Their ship should be pulling into harbor afore long. In the meantime, allow me to share what we have learned. Reliable sources have it that the theft of the scroll is the work of the Garnet League, a notorious band of outlaws feared throughout Doma. When the Doman rebellion was crushed 1 year ago, many a samurai fled the battlefield to escape the Empire's wrath. Dishonored and unable to return home, most turned to banditry to eke out a living. It is the most lethal of these warriors who form the Garnet League. Cutting down innocent men for their coin purses, plundering villages, the men and women of the Garnet will gladly stain their hands with blood as long as it means they will live to see the morrow. Why they covet that scroll so, I cannot say. What I do know is that if we do not stop them, they are all but certain to leave a trail of corpses in their wake. We must move, and quickly. Fortunately, they should not prove hard to find. Confident in their ability to cut down anyone who dares oppose them, they take little trouble to conceal themselves. On the contrary, they parade their garnet-hued kimono for all to see. You can distinguish them from the similarly garbed Seki Segumi, I remember that word, by their lack of a hakama and their singularly uncouth demeanor. I don't remember what a hakama is. Is it a belt? Is it a head thingy? Let us split up and cover as much ground as we can. Mercy, I would entrust the Shiokaze hostelry and the Rakuza district to you. Keep to the shadows and gather what knowledge you can. When we are done with the task, let us reconvene here. Take down. You know what sucks? It sucks a little bit. So, when they reworked Ninja, you no longer put... Okay, hide still works pretty fun. Oh, I have not been doing that. I haven't really needed to. So, like, in between dungeon pulls, you can hide, unhide every 20 seconds to regain all charges of your, I think, ninjutsu? Mudra? What are they called? Mudras? Mudra. You regain all those charges. But since the rework, since you don't... Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it just... I don't really know where I was going with that. I thought I did, and then it was just like, eh. What I thought I was going to say just wasn't as important. Didn't make as much sense to report and bitch about. I don't really know where this is. I've never done this quest. So, I'm at the upper level of this, like, the Shiokaze hostelry. But that is not where I wanted to be, apparently. So let me jump down. No fall damage. Is that a rogue thing? Let's go to the dock out here. The outer portion here. Wow, I'm striking out. Where? Use hide. Dang it. I'm now hidden. I don't see any... There's a red robe, but not the one I was looking for, I guess. Okay, so once again, I'm hidden now. These guys are wearing red. These men look to be the members of the Garnet League. They seem to be discussing something. So yeah, red robes, samurai swords at their sides. Loutish Lickspittle says, one day she has us sneaking into a bleeding Imperial storehouse, and the next the Confederacy's chasing us halfway across the Ruby Sea. Sakura could pay us twice what she does, and it wouldn't be bloody worth it. And level-headed Lackey says, come now, even you must admit it was quite the little adventure, though it was fortunate that we came upon those Eorzean pirates when we did, and that they believed our little ruse. In the end, we made it here with our little prize, did we not? We simply took a slight detour. We didn't all make it, or have you forgotten those we left behind at Bloodshore? Cut down by our pursuers, no doubt. The poor bastards. Whose brilliant idea was it to go along with that masked man's plan anyway? If our brothers could not fend for themselves, they have only themselves to blame. As for our mysterious benefactor, he led us here as promised, did he not? Now we need only wait for our client to show and deliver the goods, and we will never need worry about going hungry again. Speaking of which, just how long does our man mean to keep us waiting? I'm beginning to wonder if someone isn't playing us all for fools. Now, we were late with our delivery after all. Word has it our client returned to Koshu when we did not show, and now is making the long journey back to Kugane. We owe him some patience, do we not? Okay, that's one. You can sprint while hidden, but that wastes it. So we'll unhide. The cooldown starts from when you use it the first time, so you can rehide immediately if you wanted to, as long as you waited 20 seconds from the beginning of the first hide. Alright, and let's see, where do I want to go for this? Can I jump down here? Yeah, I think I have to. There's a couple guys, so these guys have hats. Oh, no, they are part of the league. So these guys have those like samurai hats that are kind of really, really shallow domes. Like they're the top part of a very large diameter, well, not very large, but a larger diameter sphere. These men look to be members of the Garnet League. They seem to be discussing something there by the water. Flustered follower. I swear, I just wanted to see what all the fuss was about. Barely put a finger on the thing, and next I knew it, Zakuro's blade was at my throat. Oh, training cool. I thought she was going to cut me down right on the spot. Mercurial Minion says, put yourself in her shoes. They say our client is such a dangerous man. He's been known to kill those who renege on their agreements. If anything happened to the scroll, her life and ours would be as good as forfeit. You're saying she's as scared as us? Sakura Brightblood, who single-handedly cut down 100 Garleans in a day during the rebellion? Sakura Brightblood, who dyes her hair red with the blood of her foes? She cuts an imposing figure, this is true, but deep down she's actually quite the sensitive type. Sensitive? Don't make me laugh. And they continue their discussion. Hide and sprint. We're gonna go back to the east where we started, the east of the main aetherite. Take me down, not a people left around, I'm on down. Simply laying on the ground, eyes cast down, not a people left around. Nope, I did it too early, that's fine. It's fine, we'll still get where we're going. Jog, I think, is slightly faster than the bonus speed from Ninja / Rogue. Talk to Oboro to continue. It would seem we have everyone assembled. Excellent. Let us share all we have learned. Cutscene. I'm explaining what I learned. I love ninja gear. It's so cool. Allow me to see if I have this right. So, in short, the Garnet League lifted the scroll from a Garlean storehouse at the bidding of an unknown Hingan client. They meant to sail straight from Yangxia to Kugane, but ran afoul of the Confederacy, doubtless because they were too poor to pay the ruby tithe. In fleeing, they were then captured by the Krakens, so they claimed to be Doman refugees seeking asylum. Upon arriving in Eorzea, they made off with the scroll and eventually found safe passage to Kugane. With Karasu's aid? That one's motives remain as inscrutable as ever, but I digress. I don't remember any mention of Kugasu or someone that fit the bill, but I don't catch everything, but that's nothing new to anybody. Furthermore, they are led by one Zakuro Brightblood, about whom no small number of tall tales are told. Regardless of their veracity, there can be no doubting that she is a formidable opponent. For my part, I heard that she is most protective of the scroll, and keeps it on her person at all times, night and day. I heard that Zakuro and her followers have rented a room at the Bokairo, an inn in town famous for its hot spring baths, says Tsubame. All old Jack managed to wheedle is that the coal was right fond of her flowing locks, and that she fancies herself a cup of tea, making the trip from the inn to the tea house and back at least thrice a day. That is most enlightening, Captain Jack. Now we must find a way to get our hands on the scroll before Zakuro's client arrives. But how? We could challenge her to single combat, but the Seki Sugumi would not look kindly on that. Besides, we are shinobi, are we not? We must use stealth to our advantage. We simply need a plan. We all look as Underfoot and the Stray. Yeah, I remember. The Stray. Parimu Harimu is Underfoot. Look out below! Underfoot's on the scene. Good to see you again, Mercy. Can't wait to snilch the new tricks you've learned from your friends here. What's a Mort got to do to get herself some sushi? I'm bloody starved. And what's with all these bleeding seagulls? I swear, if another one takes a shite on my hair, it'll be seagull stew for dinner tonight, says Rikebe, the Stray. I love them. Jack looks pleased, and then he gets an exclamation point above his head, made of gold. Wait, that's it, Rikebe, you're a bloody genius, and so am I reckon. Gather round and lend me your waddles, friends. Old Jack's got a plan. First, we catch Sakura as she's beating her way from the inn to the tea house. Underfoot, Rikebe, Tsubame, you three will be in charge of causing a scene and stopping the Mort in her tracks. Then Stray and Underfoot nod, as does Tsubame. Meanwhile, Mercy, you make your way to that perch atop the markets and drop some imitation seagull shite down from above. I nod. What with her precious locks all mucked up, the Mort's sure to make for the hot springs. She can't very well bring the scroll into the water, so we just follow along, all stealthy-like, and heave it from whatever basket she's stowed it away in. For good measure, Oboro and I'll head to the bathhouse as well and keep the girl occupied until Mercy has the scroll safely in her daddles. A most impressive plan, Captain Jack, but I have one question. How do you propose that the two of us keep Zakuro occupied? Oboro, surely you remember our visit to Bronze Lake and the little show I put on for our pirate friend? It's all quite simple, really, says Tsubame. I'm not certain I understand what you... Oh, on second thought, I'm not quite convinced this is the best course of action. Give yourself some more credit, lad. Now, Mercy, you'll want to climb up to the roof atop the Bokairo, and then make your way across to the wire atop the markets. Here, this white dye should do a suitable seagull shite impersonation. Once Underfoot and the gang lures Zakuro into position, let her fly. Hands me the dye, I assume. Oh, I have so many things here. I got a new subscriber, yay! Alright, lads and lasses, look sharp. We'll meet back here once all's bob. Everyone gives their cheers or fist in the air or whatever, we're ready. Fist and palm from Oboro. And I can't mount here yet. So we head west. And then we head north over this little red bridge. Beautiful red bridge. And then west again. We gotta figure out how to get up. Let's go up here first. I always have my little teleport thingy, but it doesn't work the way I felt like it should, so I'm not confident. I'm standing on nothing, guy. No. Damn it. Okay, now I'm sorry. Take me down. Can I just park? No, see, I can't. Even if it looks like it's putting me, teleporting me from a lower level to a higher level, or even from higher to lower sometimes, it's not working that way. Try to get on. Yeah, okay. Cool. So that's a little bit higher. If only this were Dying Light, I could be parkouring and stuff easier. Okay, I can jump on these boxes, then jump on these boxes. No, I can't. Wait, I should be able to. There we go. Yeah, baby. Are these the wrong buildings? These are the wrong buildings. But they want me to wait on this wire. Oh, that was right. You did save the wire. Okay. So there's wires strung from building to building across this, like, I think this is the... No, this is nothing. This is just a... It's like a market, but it's not a market that we can use. It's just... But there are, like, lights hung from it. Like, spherical bulbs. Like, lanterns. Like, made of paper with lights inside. And we will wait at this destination. A cutscene. We're just standing, hands behind our back, and now in front of us, and a red-haired lass is walking along this pathway with the two thieves and Tsubame. The pain! Oh, the pain! Says Wakebe, like taking a knee, hand down. My poor girl, whatever is the matter? Says Tsubame. Someone help! Anyone find a healer! The girl needs help! Says Underfoot. And this redhead lady with like black and maroon leather armor, belts across her. I do my thing. What was? Gah! Birdshite! Oh, bloody brilliant! She looks up, but I'm gone. She's got a black bow tying her vest together. She's got a samurai sword. She doesn't look very imposing, but... Thank you, kind sir and madam, but worry not. I am not ill. You see, I simply haven't had a bite to eat all day, says Wakebe. The stray. She stands. Haha, is that all now? Fortunately, the Shiokaze hostelry is but a short walk away, and I hear their sushi is positively to die for. Shall we? Says Underfoot. The two ladies cheer. They walk off. My hair, my beautiful hair. Sigh. 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 She sighs. Back to the bathhouse, I suppose. And she turns and runs back. Her leathers end in like a purple skirt. Also of leather. And I guess I'm going to the bathhouse now. So head to the west. I'm gonna go sneaky sneak. Probably don't need to, but we see a naked man. No, he's got his underwear on. This guy's got underwear on as well. A bathhouse basket we will inspect. We lose hidden. That was to be expected though. You search the basket, but to no avail. The scroll must be around here somewhere. Let's search this bathhouse basket. Interacting. That one is also a no. Stealth now. Again. Supposed to head north here. Another bathhouse basket. We see Zakuro in her bikini with Oboro and Jacke, both. I would suppose her bikini is gold. Not very large, if that makes any sense. Her hair does hang down to about her shoulder blades. Oboro and Jacke are both talking to her. They look like they might be naked, except for this red sash. It's wrapped around their midsection, I guess? I don't know things or stuff. Bathhouse basket number 3. I was hidden, but there she is distracted. We got the scroll. We can run back out. Oh, can I run this way? What's this way? Yeah, I can. Oh, I've been in here before. The inn. Is there a teleport that's close? Also, where am I meeting them? Back that way. Let's do Sekisugumi Barracks. Why do I feel like I got a message that I'm supposed to look at? This building is like diagonal or something. Alright, destination where we were meeting with them previously. We have a cutscene. Oboro and Jacke come up, wearing their normal clothing. Well done, my friends. The operation was, by any measure, a rousing success. That said, I have not seen Tsubame and the others. I do hope all is well. Now that was some rum fun, if I do say so myself. As for the cove, I wouldn't fret. Like as not, Vikebi and Underfoot dragged her off to Yaffle on some Kugane's finer delicacies. No doubt you are right, Captain Jack. In the meantime, pray show me the scroll, Mercy. I would see just what it is that Tsukuro's mysterious employer covets so. Hand it over. He takes a look. He's got a really big hand. Anybody else noticing that? The hand is bigger than his head. Is that just because it's closer to me? Is that like why they drew it much bigger? Like, that doesn't make any sense at all. His hand is gigantic. This is weird. Why, this is, are my eyes to be believed? The forbidden mudra of summoning? I had half thought it just a ghost story meant to strike fear in the hearts of shinobi who would stray from their path. There is a dungeon, I think it's Kugane Castle, that I had to run a few times to try to get a spell from the second boss, where they do have ninjas that do the mudra of summoning, and you were trying to kill them before they got the cast off. That's the first time I've really heard about it. Forbidden summoning? I wouldn't know a mudra from my own grandmum, but that sounds right dangersome. Dangersome. It is indeed, Captain Jack. The legends say that if the summoner's focus wanes for even a moment, the monstrous beast called forth by this mudra will not hesitate to devour him whole. Many years ago, it was gifted from our village to the King of Doma, then sealed away to be used only in the most dire of circumstances. But it was lost in the chaos of the Garlean invasion and never seen again, so it has been sleeping in an imperial vault all these years. So even with this bleeding all-powerful summon at their fingertips, the Doman still couldn't hold off the Empire? Guess it wasn't all it was cracked up to be, eh? On the contrary, we never had the chance to find out. Master Gakkai, who led the shinobi, deemed the risk too great and refused to employ it, even as our nation fell. Whether Master Gakkai plotted his betrayal even then, or whether he had our countrymen's best interests at heart, I cannot say, though I would like to believe the latter. Nonetheless, it is clear that none in Garlemald knew of the scroll's true power, and so it sat untouched until it was stolen by the Garnet League at the bidding of some unknown master. But aside from my fellow shinobi, who out there would know of the scroll's true power? But it matters little now. We have the scroll, and I must return it to its rightful home in my village. Afraid I can't let you do that, friend. I promised the Krakens I'd bring the scroll back for them, and I'll not have it said that Jacke ain't a man of his wits. After all, the scroll's been missing from your village for 20-odd summers, no? Clearly no one's suffering much. That is hardly the issue, Captain Jack. This scroll is an ancient treasure. It belongs in Doma. It belongs to those what found it, and that's the Krakens. Gods, if he ain't a stubborn bastard. They continue kind of like shrugging at each other, and a familiar voice says, Gentlemen, must you make such a scene? After all, strictly speaking, the scroll belongs to neither of you. I'm assuming it's the redhead lady. No, it's Karatsu. Karasu, wherever did you? But never mind. Thank you for guiding us here. You may rest assured that the scroll will safely return to Doma. You have my gratitude. Oh, Oboro, my dear, sweet, deluded Oboro, you grow ever dimmer by the day. Do you truly believe that I do what I do for you? I did say that I was pulling on the strings in this little puppet play, did I not? Very well. Allow me to put it in words, even you can understand. The scroll belongs in Hingashi, to the master I now serve. Oboro narrows his eyes. My mistake was in trusting to Tsukuro and her lackeys what I should have seen to myself from the very start. Oh well, live and learn, I suppose. In any event, allow me to propose a simple transaction. You hand over the scroll, and I return your friends to you with their heads still attached to their bodies. A fair trade, no? Karasu, you craven... On second thought, yes, I do believe we could have even more fun. Keep your eyes and ears out, dim one. You'll be hearing from me again soon. He does the smoke bomb disappearing act. Curse it all, and here I believe the man had turned over a new leaf after leaving Gakkai. But no, it would seem he has simply found another villain to serve. Once a rook, always a rook, I reckon. And a sharp one at that. Underfoot and the Stray aren't the types to get boned so easily. As long as we have the scroll, Karasu is not like to cause our friends any harm, and yet he is as unpredictable an adversary as they come. We must proceed with caution. Forgive me, Mercy. It would mean much to me if you would remain in Kugane until our work here is through. Pray continue to train in your ninjutsu, and I shall call upon you again when the time is right. The quest is over. 103,000 experience points, 2073 gil, and the video will be over in a second as well. Next Ninja Quest 65. I will see you then. Bye bye for now.